Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly forgot why you went there? Or someone tells you their name and just seconds later it's gone? You try to remember, but your mind feels blank, and you start thinking, why does this happen to me? Here's the truth most people don't realize. Forgetting things quickly is not always about having a bad memory. In many cases, your brain is actually overloaded. And psychology explains exactly why this happens. Stay with me, because this goes deeper than you think. 1. Your brain filters what feels important. Your brain is not designed to remember everything. It's designed to protect your attention. Every second, your brain receives thousands of pieces of information. Faces, sounds, words, thoughts. But it cannot keep all of them. So it filters. Psychologists call this selective attention. If your brain thinks something is not important, it doesn't store it properly. That's why you forget names quickly. Because in that moment, your focus is somewhere else. Maybe you're thinking about what to say next. Maybe you feel nervous. So the name never gets fully stored. It's not that you forgot. It's that your brain never saved it. 2. Stress blocks your memory. When you're stressed, your brain goes into survival mode. It releases a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol affects the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for memory. When cortisol levels are high, your brain struggles to form new memories. That's why when you feel overwhelmed, you forget simple things. Where you put your phone. What someone just said. What you were about to do. Your brain is not broken. It's distracted by stress. If you're watching this quietly somewhere and feel this video is valuable, tell me in the comments. What are you thinking right now? 3. Multitasking is quietly damaging your memory. Many people think multitasking makes them more productive, but psychology shows the opposite. When you try to do many things at once, your brain keeps switching attention. And every time it switches, it loses information. This is called attention residue. Part of your focus stays behind on the previous task. So nothing gets your full attention. And when attention is weak, memory becomes weak. That's why you forget things so fast. Not because you can't remember, but because you were never fully present. 4. Your brain needs repetition to remember. Memory is not created in one moment. It is built through repetition. When you hear something once, your brain sees it as temporary. But when you repeat it, your brain marks it as important. This is called memory consolidation. It moves information from short-term memory to long-term memory. That's why repeating a name helps. That's why writing things down works. Because repetition tells your brain, this matters. Keep it. Without repetition, information fades quickly. 5. Poor sleep weakens memory storage. Sleep is not just rest. It is when your brain organizes memories. During deep sleep and REM sleep, your brain processes everything you learned during the day. It decides what to keep and what to remove. But when your sleep is poor, this process gets disrupted. Psychologists call this memory consolidation failure. You experience things, but your brain doesn't store them properly. So the next day, you forget faster. That's why even smart people feel forgetful when tired. Now here's the deeper truth. Forgetting quickly is not a sign of weakness. It's a signal. A signal that your brain needs support. More focus, less stress, better rest, and more presence. Because memory is not just about intelligence. It's about attention. So if you forget things easily, don't judge yourself. Start noticing your habits. Are you distracted? Are you stressed? Are you rushing through moments? Because the more present you become, the stronger your memory gets. Because in the end, your brain remembers what you truly pay attention to. If you're still here, subscribe to Social Sense, a space where inner intelligence is understood through psychology.